Have you ever wondered what sets apart those women who effortlessly captivate a room? Hint, it's not about looks. Today we're going to go over the qualities of embracing your feminine energy and how to embody those qualities naturally, which isn't actually about doing anything because it's already in you. Hi and welcome. I'm Amanda, a busy full-time working mom, and I teach women like you how to thrive in your feminine energy despite all the masculine demands of your life. And today I'm really excited to dive into a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, feminine energy. Seriously, it's like our superpower as women and the key to our happiness and coming back to our truest selves. And especially if you've been feeling a little lost. I can't wait to share these feminine energy qualities with you. And in my videos, it's really important to me that I share practical tips that you can implement, not just theory. So those will be sprinkled all throughout. So you know when you walk in a room and heads turn and people just gravitate towards you? That's the magic of your feminine energy at work. It's this irresistible vibe that draws others in and makes you shine. And maybe if your feminine energy is wounded, you're thinking, no, I don't actually know what that's like. And if that's you, you're in the right place. My channel is all about helping women like you get there after maybe getting a little lost along the way. But feminine energy is not just about looking cute, although that definitely helps. It's about tapping into this beautiful, energetic, magnetic energy that makes you feel like the most confident, captivating version of yourself. And it's also about a lot more than just having confidence, by the way, but we'll get to that in a little bit later on in the video. My hope is that you leave this video feeling empowered and inspired and aligned. So the first quality of a woman in her feminine energy is that she is relaxed and open. You know, there's this misconception that being feminine is all about being girly and pink and fluffy exterior stuff like that. I may look like I present in a feminine way, but how I look is regardless. I could look like this and be completely out of my feminine energy. It's not about that. While that kind of aesthetic can be what a feminine woman is drawn to, those things are not what make you aligned with your feminine energy. It's so much more than that. It's really about embracing your true and authentic self and owning it with confidence and conviction. Girliness might be all about pink and makeup and florals, but actually being in your feminine energy, that's about tapping into that inner spark that makes you uniquely you. It's about embracing your strengths, your quirks, your passions, all the things that make you shine from the inside out and feel so inherently natural and right to you. And when it comes to embodying that feminine essence, openness is key. And I'm not just talking about being open to new experiences and spontaneity, although that is important too and does play into it a little bit, but more so I'm talking about being open physically and energetically. Picture yourself just glowing head from toe. That's the energy that we're aiming for. And here's the best part. When you feel radiant and relaxed, that energy radiates outwards and draws others like moths to a flame. And here's some things that you can do to feel more physically relaxed. Yes, even on your craziest and busiest of days. These things will lead to openness necessary to becoming more aligned. So the first is gentle stretching or yoga. And even a 15 to 20 minute yoga session midday completely will change your day. I started implementing this and it has completely transformed what the second half of my days feel like. Next is a walk outside and you get bonus points. It's extra beneficial if it's in nature, but even walking the busy streets outside your office will have a really good impact. And next is deep breaths. And I know that might sound cliche, but pausing for a few rounds of deep breaths, deep inhales and exhales can really center and relax you. So now let's dig into the magic of expressing genuine joy. And this might sound a little cheesy, but bear with me. Picture you're walking down the street with a big smile on your face and your heart is just filled with happiness, your hips are swaying, and that feminine energy is just radiating out for the world to see. That is the power of feminine energy in action. And it might sound a little cheesy, but believe me when I say that it feels amazing and powerful. And there's something undeniably attractive about being positively expressive in different relationships. Whether you're sharing a heartfelt romantic moment with your lover, or having a belly laugh with your best friend, or simply just basking in the joy of the present moment, whatever that may be, that vibrant energy has a way of lighting up the room and melting hearts left and right. It's magnetic. And here's the other really cool thing. When you embrace that feminine fluidity and allow yourself to express joy freely, it's like sending out a beacon of light into the universe. Because happiness attracts positivity like bees to honey, drawing in all the good vibes and abundance you could ever dream of. So don't hold back on outwardly displaying that expressive joy. Whether it's through laughter, dance, or just sharing a smile with a stranger, spread those good vibes all day long, everywhere you go. And the next feminine energy quality is truly taking care of and honoring yourself. And part of that is always being put together, whatever that means for you. It doesn't mean this. You know what it means for you. Because remember, being in your feminine energy is not just about always being dressed up and made up. But a woman who is aligned with her feminine energy feels put together and happy with how she is presenting herself. Because here's the other thing, authenticity is key. There's no one size fits all when it comes to how you present yourself, so don't be afraid to express yourself in whatever way feels true to you, whether you're rocking a bold red lip or embracing a more natural look. The most important thing is to stay true to yourself and let your unique beauty shine through. Because at its core, being in your feminine energy really just comes down to being the youest version of you that there is. And that phrase just kind of like entered my mind when I was just standing outside and just doing some breathing and just looking at my dog play. And that phrase just kind of entered my mind. And I was like, wow, that is just so true. It's the like total embodiment of feminine energy that there is. So it's not about the clothes that you wear or the makeup that you put on your face, but there is something truly magical about the correlation between self-care and feminine energy. When you take the time to nurture and take care of yourself, whether it's through skincare or wearing an awesome outfit or nourishing your body with nutrient-dense foods or simply doing something that makes you feel really good, you're not just enhancing your outer beauty, but you're also tapping into that inner radiance that makes you irresistible. It's that thing where people go, I don't know what it is about her, but I'm just really drawn to her. The other day I was leaving my hair appointment and I was feeling really hungry and I thought, dang, a cheeseburger sounds really good. But then I thought about how I would feel after and while eating that. And I thought about the experience of grabbing a drive-through cheeseburger versus the experience of waiting a little longer and paying a little bit more money to sit down at a cafe and get something more nourishing and more of an actual experience. And don't get me wrong, sometimes the drive-through cheeseburger is the right call. But in this case, that would not have done anything for my feminine energy. So instead, I sat on the patio of the cafe with the sun shining on me and I was reading my Kindle and I slowly ate my honey and brie flatbread and enjoyed every sip of my lavender latte, which I have to go back for and get another one because it was so good. And while I was sitting there just luxuriating in the simple moment, I texted my husband saying that I was literally living my best life. And that wasn't an exaggeration. I just had this moment of wow, this is my version of peace and I feel so aligned with my feminine energy right now. And it was a beautiful moment. And not a moment that a Burger King cheeseburger in my car could have done for me. So in this example, self-care doesn't look like starving yourself. It's not about that. There were probably more calories in that honey brie flatbread than in the small cheeseburger I was considering. But that's not the point. Self-care looks like making choices that really bring you genuine and fulfilling joy and nourishment. And nourishment can totally mean a nourishing experience like this was. So let's make a vow to always put our best foot forward, not just for others, but for ourselves. Because when you feel confident and empowered in your appearance and your experiences and how you're presenting yourself to the universe, there's really no limit to what you can achieve. Next is the power of being present. Just think about this. How would it feel if instead of rushing through life at breakneck speed, you become grounded in the here and now and become fully immersed in each moment as it unfolds? You probably felt a little sense of peace just thinking about that version of your life, because it's not just about slowing down. It's about reclaiming your sense of peace and serenity in a world that's constantly pulling us into different directions, especially if you have many masculine demands in your life, like a stressful job or children to take care of. When we're constantly in survival mode, constantly chasing after the next thing on our to-do list, we rob ourselves of the beauty and richness in life. It's like running on autopilot, going through the motions without truly experiencing the world around us, also known as life. We can very often, it's too easy to get too busy to even experience your own life. But when we slow down and take the time to connect with our bodies and our surroundings, something really special happens. We start to notice all the little things that we've been missing, like the sound of birds chirping, or the feeling of the sun on our skin, or our baby's chest just ever so slightly rising up and down as they sleep, or the look of adoration that you catch your husband giving you from across the room, or the gentle rhythm of your own breath. So how do we cultivate the sense of presence in our daily lives? Well, it starts with really simple practices like mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even just taking a few minutes to pause and to check in with ourselves regularly throughout the day. One of my favorite techniques is to just close my eyes and do a few rounds of deep breaths and concentrate on what I'm grateful for in the moment and visualize how I want the rest of my day to go. It probably doesn't even take a full 60 seconds, but it's really impactful because it's a reminder that I'm not a victim to any circumstance. Anything that happens in that day, I just need to pause and reset. And it's a really, really freeing feeling, because it's amazing how just a few moments of stillness can bring us back and center us to remind us what really matters. And by slowing down and reconnecting with the beauty of the present moment, we not only enhance our well-being, but we also deepen our connections with others in the world around us. And this is especially powerful if you have kids, because any mom knows how chaotic life with little ones can feel sometimes. And when you make a conscious effort to bring it back to the present moment, it can literally change your experience of motherhood and their experience of their childhood. And you don't need me to tell you how powerful and impactful that is. The next quality is a very important one, because now we're going to talk about emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence encompasses the ability to recognize, understand, and manage both our own emotions and the emotions of others. And in the context of femininity, emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in nurturing deeper connections and fostering meaningful relationships, which is all very nourishing to the feminine energy. Because at the heart of emotional intelligence is empathy, self-awareness, emotional resilience, qualities that are very inherently feminine. Empathy allows us to attune to the feelings and experiences of all those around us, and it really fosters a sense of understanding and compassion. Whereas self-awareness, on the other hand, enables us to recognize and regulate our own emotions, leading to greater clarity and authenticity in our interactions. Whereas emotional resilience empowers us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and strength, which allows us to bounce back from adversity and setbacks. And cultivating emotional intelligence involves practices like self-reflection, mindfulness, and active listening. And when we hone in on these skills, we not only deepen our understanding of ourselves, but also enhance our ability to connect with others on a deeper level. And in relationships, emotional intelligence serves as a cornerstone for effective communication, trust building, and conflict resolution. When we approach interactions with empathy and self-awareness, we create a safe space for vulnerability and authenticity to thrive. So as a result, our connections become richer, more fulfilling, and more resilient in the face of challenges. Now, the last feminine energy quality I'm going to talk about today might just be the most important quality that a person fully aligned in their feminine energy can possess. and that's being in tune with your intuition. Intuitive wisdom is the innate knowing that lives within each of us, guiding our decisions, our actions, and our perceptions of the world. It's that gut feeling, that inner voice whispering softly amidst all the noise of our daily life, urging us to listen and trust ourselves. And in the realm of feminine energy, intuition is like our North Star. It offers a compass for navigating life's twists and turns with grace and clarity. Because when we tune into our intuition, we tap into a wellspring of insight and guidance that transcends logic and reason. And that is inherently feminine. This intuitive knowing allows us to discern the paths that align with our deepest desires and our values, leading us towards greater fulfillment and purpose. But tuning into our intuition requires presence, mindfulness, and a willingness to listen to the whispers of our soul. And sometimes you need to put in a little bit of inner work to create space for your intuition to present itself. Because it's actually hard to hear your intuition through the noisy static of life, especially if your feminine energy is in a wounded state. But practices like meditation or journaling, moving our bodies, spending time in nature, those can all help us cultivate a deeper connection to our intuition. By quieting the mind and attuning to the subtle signals of our inner guidance, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities and opportunities. And the really special thing is that those possibilities and opportunities that we become open to are the ones most aligned with us. In embracing our intuitive wisdom, we cultivate a sense of clarity, confidence, and empowerment in our lives. We trust ourselves to make decisions that honor truth and serve our highest good, knowing that we are guided by wisdom that transcends the limitations of the rational mind. And maybe that sounds a little woo-woo to you. Maybe this is all new to you, and that's okay. If that's your initial reaction, don't fight it. Just sort of observe it and maybe be open to the fact that your intuition might be blocked due to all of the logic that's overwhelming your brain. Because our intuition is a really powerful tool for living a life of purpose and passion, authenticity, and femininity. And next, I want to really quickly recommend this video for all the moms. It's about how to be in your feminine energy as a mom, because we have some unique challenges. And even if you're not a mom, everything in that video applies to anyone with some serious masculine demands in their life, like a stressful job. And now I'd love to hear from you. So if you could please share with us your thoughts and experiences with feminine energy qualities in the comments section below, that would be amazing. Share with the community, because your insights could really help someone else on their journey to healing their wounded feminine. I look forward to talking to you next time, and thank you so much for being here. Be sure to subscribe for more videos about embracing your feminine energy and living the life of your dreams. Stay aligned.